Oh my God. Oh, my favorite, well, I make a lot of beef burgundies, but this is what I call the Noir beef burgundy. It's delicious. It's amazing. You gotta try this. Watch this video. And look what I'm gonna do. Oh, yeah, there's a few mushrooms there. We're gonna drop some potatoes there. Okay, I'm gonna drop some parsley on this. Oh, this is beautiful. This stew is amazing. You have to try this. You must, in your lifetime, try my beef burgundy noir. It's amazing. Oh, God. Anyways, enjoy. Bon appetit. Yeah. So I'm going to show you how to make my noir burgundy. So this is like a beef burgundy, but I call it noir because noir means black in French, and it's a little different. We use a different type of wine, a different cut of meat, and you'll see. But you got to marinate this. So the first step is you're going to get some parsley, some rosemary, some bay leaves, and you're just going to throw it all in there. You're going to take a piece of string, throw it over, make yourself a nice little knot. There we go. And that's your bouquet garni, which is a fancy way of saying tying a bunch of herbs together. Now the traditional method is to wrap it in cheesecloth, but for these purposes it's not necessary. So what I got here is 3.5 pounds of shoulder beef. Now this is gonna be delicious. Instead of chuck roast, I'm just gonna take off most of the fat and just trim it off. It's really easy. There we go. And there we go. And then follow the veins. So here's the vein. You're going to follow that. Go sharp down. Sharp blade down. And follow it. And then just pull that away. Like that. There's a little more fat here to carve. I'll use my smaller knife that I have over here. But here, I'm just going to carve all this off. It's mostly fat. Now, am I going to throw this away? Heck no. I'm going to save that for beef stock. So don't worry if you leave a little beef in there. That's wonderful for beef stock. And by the way, the stock you make is essential to whatever you make. So if you're making a French onion soup, the stock, you have to make it yourself. And I promise you, you'll be so rewarded. See my video on how to make it, the stock and the French onion soup. Excellent. But any soup, stock is wonderful. It really is. I mean, it is the basic, the start, of what you're doing. All right, that looks pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna just cut this in cubes. Boom, boom, boom. Throw it in there, throw it in there. Takes no time at all. And I'm going to continue doing this, and we'll be back. I'll show you how I combine everything. It's really easy. Super easy dish to make, and oh my gosh, it's delicious. And the more you cook it, seriously, the more you cook it. So I'm going to make this tomorrow. I'm going to serve it tomorrow, but I'm making a lot more than I think I need because I'm going to put it back in the fridge, and then I'm going to wait a couple days and cook it again. and it's even going to be better. All right, we will be back. Okay, so we're back. Look how much leftovers is from that. It's fat. That's why, if you want, I recommend like 3 pounds, but get 3.5 pounds. And the reason's all this. And you have 3 pounds of meat. Always overdo it by having, you know, not always. Judge it. If you see a lot of fat, just go 1/2 pound over. All right, really simple now. We're gonna let this marinate overnight. I'm taking a Pinot Noir, and I put in all that beautiful wine. Never use a wine that you're not willing to drink. Don't taste good, it's not gonna taste good with your food. So anyways, we're gonna put this beautiful wine in here. We're gonna take this, I leave a little extra string, and I'm just gonna tap this in, make sure it is soaked in there. Beautiful. Now you don't wanna do this in like a metal bowl. You wanna use something that's non-reactive. Look at that. We're gonna throw that in the fridge. We're gonna marinate that, and it's gonna be delicious. So my noir beef stew, which is a version of Burgundy, but it has some interesting things in there that give it extra little flavor. And this is what they do in the countryside. And it's beautiful. So we'll be back. Okay. So let me introduce you to my ingredients. You got a pound of mushrooms. You can use bun mushrooms, whatever mushroom you want, whatever is your favorite, you can use. Some you'll have to de-stem, depending on the mushroom. You're going to need a bouquet garni, which I made it with parsley, rosemary, sage, some bay leaf, and a little bit of thyme. You're going to need 2 tablespoons of flour, pearl onions. These are frozen from your frozen section of your grocery store. They're peeled, ready to go, or else you can peel some shallots, whatever you prefer. You're going to need some brandy, some coarse black pepper, a stick of butter. You're going to need some rough bone soup. So your grocer will sell this as bone soup. Bone marrow will work, oxtails will work. You can even use a cow's calf if you can get a hold of it. But we're using these today. And that's about let's say 2 pounds. Now this has been marinating overnight. And now we're simply gonna remove this. Oh, and you're gonna need about a couple cups of stock, beef stock. Anyways, let's remove our beautiful bouquet garni. And we're just gonna remove the beef from this mixture. And then we're going to pat them dry. There we go. And you know, I already have one recipe on my channel. Shows you how to make beef burgundy. This is a variation. And if you travel to France, they have quite a few. The principles are the same. It's just they do a few different things. And you'll see the difference of what I'm doing. 1, I'm going to use brandy. 2, I'm going to use some bones, mushrooms. And I'm going to save my marinade. And let me move the camera so you can see what I'm doing. And we'll be right back. Okay, we are back. Full stick of butter right in there. Melt that butter. And we're going to pick our beef. Be careful not to burn your butter. You'd rather use clarified butter. easier, by the way. All right, we're going to just drop our beef. We're just going to brown it. Well, we'll come back when we have this brown. I'll show you what that looks like. Hang in there. So, I think we're good here. Got them how I want. Just going to put them aside, take the meat out. And you're going to need a whisk for this part. I'm going to take the meat. I'll lower the heat a little bit. There we go. I'll take my flour, get my whisk ready. I'm going to drop the flour and gradually keep whisking. Thicken this up. Lower the heat all the way. Now, I'm going to take my marinade, drop that in there. My stock, almost 4 cups. There we go. So completely different technique than my other beef burgundy I did. The results are both delicious. You'll enjoy this. Okay. Now, this dish is so simple. We're going to drop our bones, our beef bones, in there. All of them. We're going to put back, oops, a little mess there, beef. Now this is very important. You're going to make sure that the beef is covered by the liquid. Okay. Now we're going to add our gummy in there, our bouquet, and make sure that it's as in the moisture. Now you can use beef stock or chicken, vegetable stock. In this case, I use beef stock. Now, you're going to drop a little brandy in here. About a 1/4 cup. Give it a little stir. Perfect. Okay. Now, the oven is preheated at 325. We want to cook this slowly. I'm putting it in there for 4 hours. And I'm just going to let that slowly cook. Go on with my day, and then we're going to pull it out, and we're going to add the mushrooms and onions, and bring it to a boil, and put it back in there for another hour, and gently simmer it again in the oven. So a total 5 hours of cooking time. So you got to start this early, but it's really hands off. Now I can just put it in there and come back in 4 hours. So I'll see you then. Hang in there. Sorry, I forgot to tell you one important detail. We're putting it in the oven uncovered for 4 hours. Okay? All right, we'll be back. Okay, it's been 4 hours. And let's take a look at what we got. Now I'm going to simply take it out. Oh, that smells good. All right. right, let's see what we got. So it's nicely cooked, 4 hours. Now I'm just going to drop the onions. I'm going to drop my mushrooms. And I'm going to drop my chopped parsley right in. All right, I'm going to just stir that in a little bit. There we go. Oh, I wish you could smell this. It's so, oh, this is going to be so good. All right. So let's just go ahead and make sure everything is incorporated, the parsley. I'm going to hold off seasoning till another hour passes, and then I will season. I'll show you how much seasoning I do. But really, it's about taste, right? So season to your taste when it comes out after an hour. Don't do it yet. All right, I think that's good. I'll clean up this mess. There we go. Cover it, and let's put it back in for an hour, and we will be back soon. So hang in there. All right, so it's starting to look like something. Okay, I'm doing the Christmas thing. But anyways, so we're going to take these bones out. These beautiful soup bones that gave so much flavor. All right. Oh, there's another one. Oh no, that's not one. There it is. There. Oh, look at that. It's so beautiful. So, these bones have been given flavor. I have one more in there somewhere. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, look at that. Oh, gosh. Okay. Wow. Look how beautiful that is. Now, if you need to thicken this up, you can add a little bit of a mixture of butter and flour and to thicken it up. But let's taste it. And we're going to season this if it need be. Mmm. Oh my God. It's delicious. So, we're going to add a little pepper. I'm going to add a good 2 teaspoons of pepper. I'm going to add a little salt. That much. And we're going to mix this up. So this beef noir, and you can see why I call it noir. It's dark, it's delicious, it's beautiful. Okay, let's taste this. Oh my God, this is good. Amazing. We're ready to serve. And this is going to be so good. Anyways, thank you. Bonsoir, bon appetit. Subscribe if you enjoyed my videos. But most importantly, try this. Just try it. You'll love this. Anyways, bonsoir, bon appetit.